Dude, I had a fucking heart attack. I was so I process. I'm close to finishing crafting all the orbs. I need 2 more inventory, and I'm watching my newest video on my computer, not on YouTube, just to kind of I'm at like halfway done. I'm like just making sure nothing went wrong as it's uploading, and I'm opening OBS, and I thought I clicked on the ladder to go down, but I didn't. And I'm like looking at my left monitor, and then I just see on my peripheral vision my character in Death's office all of a sudden. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look over and I'm thinking, I died. And I was just confused. Like, I had a heart attack because I'm confused. I'm like, how did I die? I'm in freaking Edgeville. Even if I walk down the ladder, there's nothing to attack me. It's been 2 seconds. How could I possibly be dead? And then the gears started turning and I saw my staff. I'm like, wait. And then I look in my inventory, I see all my stuff. I'm like, what? And then I realize, oh shit, I just fucking walked inside the thing. Ah. Skibbity, skibbity, hawk to a hawk. This took not as long as I thought it would take, which is fine. 75 craftings in the bag. We can now make red d'hide chaps and slayer rings, divine rune pouch, etc., etc., etc. Woo! I got a handful more of these things to make, and then I gotta alch them. We'll see how much money we have after. I know how much I should have, but you guys won't know unless you do the math real quick. But yeah, we're basically done. Just need to alch. It's about a half hour of alching, probably actually less, but we just like to round up to a half hour of alching. So whew, this is a relief to have done. One more alch to go. We now have alched all of our rune, all of our battle stats. We have 5.3 mil. Very nice. A lot of this is going to get spent. So let me go get my goldsmithing gauntlets before I forget. I put this in my inventory so I would remember to get it. So go to Emir's Arena. Let's get these bad boys. And for anyone curious how I'm going to buy my gold ore, let me show you guys, because this is going to be interesting. He says it's not all interesting. I'm sure a lot of people already know what I'm going to do here, but I already have, come over to here. I have 860. So this is going to save me a little bit of time. What we're going to do is we run over here, trade this Orden guy, and we can buy gold ore. The price does not go up. It always stays at 225. This is why it's botted so heavily, but you'll notice sometimes people will just not buy all of them for some reason. So I'm just going to come here, basically clear out each world. You can get about 100 ores. It just depends if other people are doing it. So every world will get 100, and then I'm just going to go and hop worlds. So I'm not going to do it all at once. That would be insane to get 12,000 ore all at once. But I do want to make a dent. I'll probably get them in sections. I think I'll get like the first up to level 60 smithing bank, which would be about around 4,000 ore. So I need to get about 3,000, a little over 3,000 more. Oh, in case anyone's curious, if you don't actually have the woodcutting level to use a dragon hatchet, but you can equip one, you can still use the special for the level boost. I don't know how many people need to hear that, but I'm sure some people don't know this. Same thing can be done with all of the dragon equipment that is for like skilling, like the pickaxe. And I know there's a harpoon. I just don't know if there's a level for that. I'm like, okay, after this shop runs out of gold ore, I'm going to go and, go and do my farm run. And every time the dude comes, he restocks it with gold ore. Hold on, we're going to get like this. We're going to 3 to 3. 3 to 3, dude. Oh my god. I guess it just doesn't want me to go to a farm run. The one time I actually want to do a farm run, the game's like, nah, dude, you're stuck here. I'll update because I was in Discord with my groups. I wasn't able to give you guys an update. I finished gathering the 12,500 and whatever coal I needed, so that's good. Let me just throw this into here and put it back into its spot right here. So quite happy about that. That went very well. Literally just basically AFK, it's almost like semi AFK because I'm just clicking between these spots. I started working on the T-Claw grind. I'm almost halfway done, which is actually pretty good. So I'm just going to continue doing this. I was going to wait until 70 agility so I could use the shortcut, but to be honest, it's not that bad and it's still fairly AFK. All right, this is about 100 over what's calculated, so this should be enough. If I need to get more, I'll get more. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to head to Blast Furnace. I'm actually going to go to a Blast Furnace world and make some steel bars. I only need 100, so I don't really feel bad that I don't have a coal bag. So I'm just going to make I have 12 in my bank, so I'm just gonna make 100 steel bars. That should be plenty. Honestly, I found when I was doing mahogany homes on multiple characters to 70 that honestly you don't need to use a lot of steel bars, but you definitely want to get the calculated method. I know this is not the most efficient method, but this is the method I've always done. I'm going to run the logs from here to the sawmill operator in the woodcutting guild. I know this is not the most efficient way. I know the best thing to do is to be in a PvP world. There's a bit of an update here on kind of general assignments in our group and what I've accomplished. So it's been a little bit of time, so I do apologize. I didn't really record, but we got 70 construction, which is what we were working on before. I was turning all the planks, and once I finished making all the planks, I just immediately into construction. I completely forgot to record, so I apologize, but it's construction. There's nothing to note. That being said, we ended up having a group meeting last night, and we kind of talked about what the plans are for distribution of goals and everything else. And while there is 4 of us, there's three main current, I guess, roles at the moment, and the 3 of us, the 3 primary players, I should say. There's the 4th person. No shame on him. He just has a bunch of real life stuff going on. So we're not like putting stuff on him at the moment. We're just letting him take his time. So we split this up into 3 main goals: fishing, crafting, and herblore. We figure these are the 3 biggest things. One person already basically had established him as the fisher from the start. So we just let them keep doing it. They were the closest to 82, and they just got 82 this morning. So they accomplished their level goal. So they're good. They're free to work on whatever they want. The other 2 things that were left were herblore and crafting, and this is where we had a bit of a conversation and discussion. The ironic part was I wasn't supposed to be the crafter. Someone else was supposed to be the crafter, but because I accidentally, or I wouldn't want to say accidentally, I unintentionally caught up to them in crafting level. They're only like 1 crafting level above me. So because I unintentionally caught up to them in crafting levels, we kind of were like, okay, well, I think it's best if I take over crafting, and then they continue to do herblore, because they were at like, they had like 73 herblore in their bank. So we're like, okay, we'll let you continue to do herblore. You're already 73, which means he can do a pie boost to make stamps and everything else. So that works out perfectly. So it works out. So I think that's a good thing. And that's kind of why we're splitting it. It is a little bit annoying, I won't lie, because I've done crafting like to 85 like 4 times at this point, but what's the 5th time? Luckily, the overall goal I have is only 87, like long term, and then I know I'm going to want to get to 89 and like I think at like 90 and other stuff like that for other stuff way later down the line. But I think like the immediate goal is I'm breaking crafting down to a couple goals. The first one is actually 80 crafting. So this way I can +4 boost for black d'hide. So that's the first goal. The second goal is 85 crafting, so we can make Fury amulets. This isn't that big of a deal in my opinion. It's more just getting the crafting level. The Fury, we just want to have Furies before we go to God Wars, or really raiding, actually is what the general census was, but I like to have it before we go to God Wars, because Furies would be nice in God Wars. Again, they're not a big upgrade over Glory. I know a lot of people like to think they are, but they really aren't that big of an upgrade. So we just want to have it before we go there. And then the next upgrade is actually going to be level 87 for the Zaynite necklace for Anguishes. This is my opinion, because at level 85 we can make the Zaynite ring, which is great. So we can go and make the, you know, if someone happens to want to use their 1 Zaynite on a Zaynite ring, they can do that. So that's the general crafting goals. At the minute, I'm just working on getting a bunch of sandstone. I want to get 10,000, and then I'm going to give it to the other person who doesn't have 70 crafting yet. He's going to turn it all into molten glass. Then he's going to give me 13,000 out of the 16,000 molten glass he's going to make. And then I'm going to go and use that 13,000 to get up to 80 crafting. Say something that I feel like a lot of people are going to disagree with, but I don't think Graceful is worth it. So did not update you guys, but it's fine. I just finished mining a bunch of sandstone. I got basically exactly 10,000, and I put it in the storage. The dude who's going to be super glass making it is super glass making. For anyone who's curious as to why I'm not super glass making it, it's actually quite simple. It's called delegation. No, I'm just kidding. The actual reason is because I don't have, it's 2 reasons. I don't have lunar diplomacy done, but it's not that big of a deal. I could have gotten it done this morning, like no problem. But the other reason was they don't have 70 crafting yet, so they offered to do it so they could get the supplemental crafting XP from it. And I was all for it. I'm like, great, if you want to super glass make stuff until you get to 7, like for us, until you get 70 crafting, I'm all for that. That is less time I have to spend actively super glass making, and instead just doing crafting. Okay, this is about to be, I might have to do one more obstacle other than this one. But no, we're good. 69 agility, very nice. This is actually the last level I'm going to get from doing rooftops. I only need to get 2,000, about 2,200 more XP, and then the rest of my agility XP will be acquired by questing, and in only a tiny bit of time. This is 50 smithing. Woo, level 60 smithing. This is awesome. Boom, boom, boom. Level 65 smithing. This might not seem that noticeable, but this is one of the quest requirements out of the way, which is devious mines. So that's pretty good. We're almost out of run energy, but we got to sprint for this last one. Let's do it. This actually was not as bad as I thought it would be. I'll be completely honest. It wins this one by super smooth. This is 70 smithing, done and acquired. We got ourselves a lot less than we needed to. We get 200 extra, which is expected. Oh, that's awesome. Exactly 1475 total. That is totally planned out. Anyways, we got that completed. Like I said before, I put 7,500 into the group storage for everybody to use. I don't think anyone's going to touch it, but I did it just in case. I also then went, and obviously I'm keeping these, so these are pretty good. There's one thing I've been dying to do, and that's to make a bunch of Slayer rings. So I'm going to go and take out what money I have here. I don't have much, so I got to take it out before it's gone. I'm such a dumbass, dude. I clicked on it again, a new task. I'm okay with this, though, because this is... Look, I've never been more happy for a mistake in my life. This is one of my blocks. I didn't mean to click task. I'm going to change my left click on her to trade because that's less detrimental than task. But holy shit, is that the most lucky task I could have gotten? That is literally one of the two tasks I want to block. Holy crap. So lucky. It's not even funny. I got a free, well, it's not free, but I got the block. Oh my god! Sorry, I just had to share that because I set the left click to assignment when I was doing Wildy Slayer, and oh god. Okay, it took a handful of minutes, but it was worth it to tell you how painful it is. This is 226 Slayer rings, which is now my new permanent ring slot until I bother to go and get a DK ring, or if I need to use like a Ferrix Enclave ring or a ring of dueling. But realistically, this is my new best in slot. Well, I use best in slot very loosely. It's my new permanent ring slot here. The reason I want to use this, I went over in a previous clip, but just go over real quick again, is the teleports are super nice. I can teleport to the Stronghold Slayer Cave, which is Neve, which allows me to get Slayer tasks super quickly. I can also go to the Fremnik Slayer Dungeon, which is actually faster to get to a what's it called, a fairy ring than the Arctic Cloak one. I'll probably still use the Arctic Cloak one for the most part because it's non-degradable. And also, you know, just I forget, I'll be honest. And then the last one, which isn't on here, is the fact that I can also use it to complete Tarn's Lair very easily. Woo, 60% favor. I am not going to continue. I'll be honest. I'm going to get that guy here, and I'm going to move on with my life. So, okay, I think this is the plies needed to do this. Let's see here. Nope, I am completely wrong. All right, let me see what I need. Okay, I think I had the wrong amount of nails. There we go. Boom. Brutus shield. So this is nice because I'm going to take off my defender here. This is nice because it gives a +5 prayer bonus, +3 magic bonus, and that's basically it. It has small defensive bonuses. Mainly the perk is it's just a magic shield to wear is the only way to describe it. It's really just a magic shield. And this is My Arm's Big Adventure completed. Get 5,000 Farmer XP and 10,000 Herbler XP. Get ourselves up to level 46 Herber, which is nice. I believe this is actually overkill from what I originally anticipated because of the fact that I got supplemental Herbal XP. All right, I have to start the Myra quest line. I have not really done it at all, I'll be completely honest. So I got to start that and knock out a bunch of these. So let me go make all these stupid things I need to make. I think I need a long sword. Stuff like that. So I'll catch you guys when I'm done. Oh, by the way, in case anyone's curious why my imps are highlighted, 2 reasons. A, for God Wars Dungeon when I go to do Krill, and also, I haven't finished Imp Catcher on this character. I remember back in the day, I feel like such a boomer. When I was playing, you wanted to complete this quest literally just so you had access to easy Barrows runs, because back in my day, what we did was we would get to Canifis. I forget how. I think it was Fairy Rings, I believe. And you'd go, or no, it was either the Carol Teleport or Fairy Rings, one of the two. Then you'd run behind here, go to the Murky Hideout, which took you here. From here, you'd run over to here and take the rowboat to Morton down to here, and then you'd go to Barrows. This is In Search of the Myricky done. This is the easiest of them, and we're going to have a lot more difficult ones in the future. I think we're now over... yeah, I think we have over 175 quest points. I don't know. Or, no, sorry, we need to get to 200. That's what I was thinking. 200 quest points. I think that's when we unlock the next Slayer block, I believe. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to keep going. We got to do an Aid of the Myricky, which is a fucking pain in the ass. And this is an Aid of the Myricky completed. Now, the only quest, well, the only quests left are the annoying ones. So, I can start Darkness of Hollowvale right now. I have everything in my bank to do this quest, so I'm just going to go and start it right away. Oh, I should also mention that completing in Aid of the Myricky allows me to unlock temple trekking, which is really good for multiple reasons, but I will go over why I would want to do that if I ever actually do it. Otherwise, in order to get the other half of it done, because right now I only have one part where I can go from here to here. In order to unlock the way back, though, I need to complete the quest I'm currently on, which is Darkness of Hollowvale. So once I do that, I have the full temple trekking unlock, which is a small little achievement, but yes. Every time I do this quest, it does not seem as bad as it was before the last time. So that was actually not too bad. But we get 54 thieving, which is nice. But you also get 3 experience. We're obviously going to throw this into... this is the tough decision. I think I'm going to throw it into defense. Obviously, it's going into Herblore. Bad jokes aside. And this should get me to, I believe, 1 level. Boom, 47. Woo! Actually, I think I'm ahead of where I'm supposed to be. I actually don't know. Gotta look at. No, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Okay, cool. Boom. And that's with skipping something, which is good. Anyways, gonna go and... because this... doesn't matter. I'm gonna go and... do the next quest. I forget what it is. Oh, Taste of Hope. There you go. Alright, gonna do the Ranistrackith fight. For anyone who might be doing this quest... here's my general gear set I like to come in with. Obviously, you can change these based off what you have. I like to come in with whatever my best helmet is. That also provides, just general deep bonuses. I believe the Slayer helmet provides plus magic defense. It does. That's plus 10 magic defense, so it's good to use. So definitely use this one. A Nezi helm or whatever is also fine. Best amulet you have. A cape that can be significant. I'm choosing the mixed hide cape because it provides a little bit of magic defense and an off and some little bit of bonus. Using my D-hide body, top and body, obviously use the best ones you can. I like to use the Barrows gloves because they are pretty nice. From here, I actually like to bring my Dragon Defender if I have one. Otherwise, you can bring a tank, a magic defensive shield, completely up to you as to which one you want to do. Obviously, you're going to bring your Vonda's Flail. And 2 things you're going to note that I'm wearing that you might think are weird. But first things first, stop the Infinity Boots. I'm bringing the Infinity Boots because for me personally, they don't increase my DPS whatsoever if I use my climbing boots. So I'm going to bring the Infinity Boots for the extra little bit of magic defense, which is going to be nice. And additionally is the Epherides Aid. Basically what this does is for about 200 attacks, I get 15% bonus accuracy. So it should last for a large portion of the fight, which is really nice to protect, or the melee pairs up. I'm gonna delete here. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. So in case you're curious why I'm bringing, or what's so great about Karambwans versus other food, Karambwans have plus 18 heal and they're also 1 tick, which means that you don't interrupt your attack cycle. That's what I was gonna say. So you can eat and then keep attacking. Like it doesn't you don't have to wait really to attack. You can just do it is the best way to put it. And this is a Taste of Hope completed, which is nice. The best part about Taste of Hope is we get the Draken's Medallion, which we can teleport to get to the the thingy really quickly. Boom, we can teleport to Theater of Blood very quickly, which is nice. It's a really nice quick bank. And you can also restore your stats. I believe if you walk in and out, I think you might have to complete a night at the theater. Yeah, you have to complete a night at the theater first now. I think originally you didn't have to, but now you do. And also there's another thing with the Darkmire teleport, but I don't have that unlocked yet. But most importantly, the entire reason we actually did this is for the Tome of Experience. We're going to use this into Herblore and go boom. Going to get 25x 100 XP 3 times here, and that should give us a level. And boom, we are now level 48 herbler. We can now make super anti-poisons. Okay, so I have 2 goals, and the best part is both of them can be accomplished in one area, and that's here killing these red dragons. So the first goal, and probably the one that I think is a little bit more obvious here, is I want to get prayer levels. I want to get 50 prayer for the Great Brain Robbery, so I'm going to be killing these dragons, these red dragons, picking up their bones and banking them. The way I'm going to bank is I'm probably just going to teleport out using like my Slayer ring or whatever, bank, and then I'm just going to teleport to my house, which is in Insidious, run back here, go kill them, get a set of like 20-ish bones, bank, repeat the process over and over again. Additionally, the other reason I want to kill these guys is they have a 1 in 10 chance of dropping one of the 3 pages, and once I get enough pages from killing these bad boys, I'm going to turn them in for the mini quest that will give me a 10k lamp I can throw to whoever I want, which in this case is going to get thrown into Herblore. So I'm going to do that. I really don't want to skip out on these, even though I technically could because I've had a lot of extra supplemental XP. I don't want to skip out on these. I actually want to do them. They're very low hanging fruit. So I want to do that quest and then that one. Then after that, I'm going to go back to questing. I have to do a Tale of Two Cats, which involves Itchlairen's little helper, and then obviously doing a Tale of Two Cats. These are 2 quests I actually really don't like doing. So I am delaying this to go AFK and chill. So there you go. Anyways, I'll catch you guys when I'm done. This will probably be a while because I need to get at least 74 dragon bones, and hopefully we will be we'll get the pages super early, so this way I can just go and maybe kill like green dragons or something. So I'm making a bit of an executive decision here because this is not going the way I want it to, and that's to be expected. I mean, RNG goes, comes and goes thing. So what I'm going to do is once I finish this inventory, I'll have 140 dragon bones, and if I wanted to, I'm not necessarily going to, I'm still thinking I could use those dragon bones to get my prayer up to 50 for 129 at the Ectofunctus, which I might do. We'll see. But regardless, what I'm probably going to do afterwards, I have to look into it, but I'm going to try to get the key so I can access this bone burner here, the sacred bone thingy or whatever. And then my game plan is I'm going to kill the baby dragons over here because the other guys can't, the adults can't attack you with basic inventory of food, or for the most part, then go and use them on the altar and just run back and forth. And I don't think I'll lose aggro, and I'll get aggro again. So I'll be able to just run back and forth because it'll be chill. And I'll just do that until I get all my pages. And the game plan is to hopefully get this charged up all the way, or at least most of the way. And then when I go to AFK while I'm playing Classic WoW, instead of AFKing blue dragons, I can AFK here. And I think overall prayer XP per hour, this will be faster. Literally all this guy does is drain your freaking prayer. He does no damage. It's so weird, dude. It's so weird. But yeah, this is a super easy kill. I used to always be scared to do this because it was like, oh man, is this a difficult fight, etc. And then like, it's a joke. Just literally just have to have protect magic on and he'll do no damage. I don't know I have no idea what happens if you don't have protect magic on, but every time he hits you with that, you basically. There we go. Easy fight, easy kill. And now is the biggest thing I'm curious about is I lost aggro. So I'm curious if I'll keep my aggro loss even after using the altar, because that is my biggest concern. If I keep the aggro loss after sacrificing, then this place is goated. But if I lose it, then this place is meh at best. So we'll see. Yeah, you have to sacrifice 100 bones in order to actually be able to get an effect. And I am not nearly that many. I am at like 40 at best. So we'll see. I'm gonna put on my shield just in case. Sweet, you keep your aggro loss. That's amazing. Okay, very, very quick. Took like a handful of minutes at most, but this is almost 1600 cosmic runes. I didn't want to cut it too close in case I messed up somewhere. So this is 1587 cosmic runes. Now let me get my inventory sorted, and then I'm going to go and start charging all of these orbs. Shouldn't take me too long, but let me get everything sorted. Okay, one more, and now, boom, level 78 magic. This is nice because we can now use a +5 boost to make a Barrows portal in my house. This is really good because when I want to go do Barrows later, I can just set that up, way later down the road, obviously. I can go and set this up and then, boom, go do Barrows that way. This is all of them crafted, which is awesome. I'm going to head straight to here to start crafting and alching them. It should go well. I don't know how many cosmic runes, or not cosmic, nature runes I have in my bank. Doesn't matter. I'll buy the few I need. But yeah, this is all 500 crafted, took, like I said, like an hour, 10 minutes. Honestly, pretty good. The best part about charging orbs is it's super AFK. I think a lot of people don't acknowledge how AFK it is. You just start charging and you walk away. Like literally, I don't think I was sat at my computer for maybe 50% of the time while this was happening. So I ended up making way too many orbs. I have 86 left, and I already have the 1 mil cash I needed. And this is actually 100k overkill anyways. So I'm going to stop here, save these for a rainy day. I mean, this is, if I were to, sorry, that's my thing. If I were to do math on this one, I mean, this is another, oops. Yeah, this is another like, oh God. Like 170k to 200k. I think it's a little obvious here, but I finished. Deposit our buckets. We're going to deposit 10,000 here. And then, oops, I'm going to claim 10,000. Got ourselves 10,000 buckets of sand. Hell yeah. Let me get to a bank real quick. Actually, I'm going to teleport to Lumbridge. Let me get to a bank really quick here, and then I'll just show you guys the roots of our labor. I mean, I'd head to the upper bank because I think there's a poll booth up there, and I need to remember to vote no for the chivalry changes because Jagex should know better than to bundle a 3-question poll into one fucking question. That's stupid. I'm voting no just because of the pure stupidity of the question. I'm actually all for all the changes for chivalry, by the way. I just refuse to let Jagex get away with something as fucking dumb as that, so I gotta remember to vote no. Because I hate that Jagex does that. They do this shit a lot, and I hate that they get away with it. And I don't want them to this time, because it's for me the last straw. Anyways, regardless, 16,823 bucks to sand. This is plenty for all of this giant seaweed. I mean, obviously, I think it's like 13 giant seaweed my deck I use, but we're good. We have everything. This is 85 crafting banked. I now just need to do learner diplomacy, and then I need to buy myself about 700 more astral runes. Well, 650 because the quest is going to give me 50 more astral runes, or I could craft them. Most likely just going to buy them because I'm lazy and that is faster. Anyways, let me go do the poll real quick, and then I'm going to go take on that quest. It's still young, the night that is. It's only 8:30. Remember back in the day when quests used to be difficult, you know, when you couldn't just save spot everything? Oh God, I will fighting your imposter or your duplicate is the easiest part of the entire fucking. I literally used 3 spells of fire wave and it was dead. That safe spot and it dies in a second. It's hilarious. Any foozers? Boom, boom, boom. This quest should be done in a second. Yes, Lunar Diplomacy is now done. Okay, so I decided to make a portal nexus to the Lunar Isle, which will go and tell me straight to, well, you expect it to. Isle right here. Boom, bang, awesome. The reason I did this and not going and making a portal nexus is because the portal nexus is expensive. Not only would I have to have 1,000 of the cast instead of 200, I would also need to go and spend another 200k just on making the portal nexus room, and then another 1.3 mil ish on the supplies to go and just make the portal nexus itself. So in total, I need to have 1.5 mil. I only had 360k left after buying the runes that I needed. So realistically, it's just not a justifiable cost at the moment. And it only add 1 extra at the moment for the room. Down the road, I do plan on utilizing it, but just not at this very moment. Anyways, I'm going to go find a spot I'm comfy with and go and do some of this super glass making stuff. So give me 1 minute. Well, I just had to do just a little bit of this, not a lot, just a little bit of it, and I'm already 300 deep, dude. This is a lot faster than I remember it, I'll be honest. It is a little quick intense, because in order to do it, I'll just show you guys. I'm going to break the little thing, but I have to pull 3 out, then I click that one, click that, and then the longest part is honestly waiting for this. You have to wait a little bit, then you can click on it, then repeat. But we are already over 300 molten, or 300 giant seaweed done. All right, this should be the last inventory needed. Yep, this is 85 crafting and molten glass, the unpowered orbs banked. I am, sorry if you can't tell, I'm excited here. I'm clicking like crazy. I'm going to try to do the rest, but I am mentally now, like, I'm mentally done now. So I'm like, oh, great, I feel the relief. But I would like to turn the rest of these into molten glass just so I can have a little bit extra. I don't think it'll be enough to get me to 86, but it'll at least be a lot of supplemental XP I can get, which will be huge. Okay, I finished turning all of my buckets of sand and giant seaweed into molten glass. Sorry, I couldn't. We'll rip another 100k, decide to go and build another teleport room. As honestly, I might as well. I'm going to want to add teleports to my house, especially now that I'm actually going to start abusing my other spell books. I figure I might as well. There's a couple other things I actually want to do whilst I'm like kind of building my house and doing stuff like that. But for now, let me go finish my teleports in my house. I have the only lunar spellbook I actually care about at this very moment. So let me go see here. I'm going to go and do, so we got this one. I want to add, I'm trying to see here which ones I want to add where. So give me 1 second. All right, we're going to put Camelot here because that's going to be worth it. I'm doing the basic teleports that I feel like are worth it regardless. I'm going to put Ardoin over here. I'm going to have to buy some more runes. I am well aware of that one, but we can at least get a couple. Let's go and do Varrock to the left. We'll do Falador 3 here. And then I think the only other one I'd want to add is the Lumbridge teleport. But, oops, enough for that. So the only other one I want to add right now is the Lumbridge teleport, but obviously I don't have enough things for it at the moment. So let me go buy some more runes. I should have enough money to. Well, on my road of I don't know what the heck to do, made myself 200 house teleport tabs because why not? I have 24 left over. I'm not going to make them because I don't like, I like having the even number of 200. I'm that kind of guy. What can I say? I don't know what to do at the moment other than completing one more goal. So I'm just going to work on completing that last goal. And then I think I'm going to go from there. So let me just go work on that for a bit. Oh, snap. We got the alert. That took way less time than I thought. We can now get XP from burning on the altar. And just to show you guys here, we use this on the altar. 90 XP, dude. And if we compare it, so 90 XP, we should only get 30 XP. We are getting 3 times the XP for every single bone. It is slightly less than a Gilded Altar because the Gilded Altar is 250%. But considering we're an Iron Man, I'd say this is really good. We can now successfully, and I'll just show you guys the game plan. I'm literally just show you guys. We've lost aggro, so if I was playing Classic WoW right now, I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to head over to this spot over here. I'm going to attack a red dragon, stand over here. Actually, I have aggro on a blue dragon, on a baby dragon. Hold on 1 second. Anyways, I digress. We're going to go and attack this red dragon. I guess we didn't lose aggro on everything, so I do apologize. We're going to attack this red boy, this one, and this one. And we're going to AFK these bad boys until they die. They're going to die and drop their bones right here. And then once we get a full inventory, we're going to pick them up, take them over to this altar, and burn them for 300% extra XP. And this is the game plan for getting ourselves range and prayer XP. We're going to do this while I play Classic WoW. It is not the best XP per hour. It is going to be fairly slow on both prayer and range, but I think for gathering dragon bones and you getting prayer XP, I think it's going to be decent. Honestly, I don't consider this a waste of time. I know a lot of people are going to say I should bank the bones and use them in the Chaos Altar, etc., etc. The huge perk of this, though, is a couple things. First and foremost, I will never have aggro on these dragons once I lose aggro, and once I'm doing this, I'm gonna be like staying here forever. So I'm never gonna lose aggro on these dragons for the most part unless I leave the area. So it's really safe. Additionally, it's super AFK because of that. So I can just sit here. It takes a little bit of time to kill a dragon. I can AFK for a while I do this, and then once this dragon's been killed, pick up the bones, attack another one, go back to playing World of Warcraft. It's the perfect way for me to grind my range while also getting some prayer XP. I genuinely love it, and I'm so glad I decided to take the time to do this. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what to do. So I'm just going to kind of send the episode. I am ready for World of Warcraft. And I still have an entire another night tomorrow night to do stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll be honest. I'm honestly, it's going to sound fucking crazy. I might runecraft. I'm not kidding. I'm probably going to craft some nature runes, maybe some cosmic runes, stuff like that. Because I don't know what else to do. So I think I'm just going to runecraft for a bit. Just to kind of do something. You know what I mean? I don't want to quest because I don't feel like it is kind of late. So I think I'm going to runecraft for a bit. And yeah, it's good. I'm at a loss for words. I'll be honest. But anyways, this is the episode. I'll catch you guys in a while. It's going to be a long time between now and the next episode. I'm just going to let you guys know, like a long time, because I'm going to play World of Warcraft, and whilst playing World of Warcraft, I'm going to AFK a bunch of stuff. The AFK game plans of priority, just so you guys understand, number one priority is getting crafting up. We're going to get the 85 crafting, almost 86 crafting. Then after that, we're going to go and probably work on getting our range up. I'll be completely honest. And the range / prayer, I'm going to do that for a while. If for whatever reason that's not as AFK as I want it to be, the two other secondary AFK things I can do are going to be wood cutting. Not sure how, but I'll do some kind of wood cutting. And then also I'm going to want to do some mining. And I'm going to do mining most likely via either shooting stars, the calcium mine, or motherlode mine. Those are the three methods I'm going to do because they're fairly AFK. That's the general AFK order. If for whatever reason I finish woodcutting, I finish crafting, and I finish mining, and I don't have anything else AFK, we're just going to AFK range and prayer. That's the only other thing I can think of. And if for whatever reason I don't want to do those things, maybe I don't want to, I'm tired of dragons for whatever reason or whatever, I'll probably go and maybe charge orbs is the only other thing I can think of. I really don't know, but I'll figure something out. But yeah, that's the AFK game plan. I'll see you guys after I get level 60 and start raid logging World of Warcraft. So it'll be a while, but see you guys then.